Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm filming out in the living room because Rob is in the bedroom right now, so I don't have anywhere else to film until he wakes up and I could go in there. And who knows how long that will be. But anyways, hi, welcome to Sunday's reading vlog. It's almost 2 o'clock, it's like 1:45. I'm just going to be doing just a regular reading vlog, and I'll tell you if it's for a readathon or anything like that. Because last month, trying to film like all these different vlogs and stuff was just so confusing and hurting my brain. So this month, if it's a book that's going for a readathon, I will just let you know, and I'll just tag the readathon in my, when I put it up. But right now, I am reading for a sequelathon. It takes place from now until the 11th. I think one of the things is like a book that you're reading, or read a book to something that you were reading last year, or that you wanted to read last year, or I don't know. But anyways, I'm reading The Wicked King by Holly Black. Actually, this one is for because I started The Cruel Prince came out like 3 years ago, I think, something like that. So yeah, this would be about 3 years, because I think one of them is like a series that you've been reading for over 3 years, or been reading for at least 3 years or something like that, to read a sequel to that one. So this one would work for that, so that's what I'm doing. And if you guys didn't know, of course, the first book is Cruel Prince, and it's about Jude, who's Jude and her 2 sisters, who her stepsister, her dad killed the mother, all 3 of their mother, because they had the same mother, and the father of Jude and her one sister. And then he took all of them to whatever you want to call it. And this is like what happened after the first book, because a lot of stuff went down in the first book. I gave the first one like 3.5 stars. I had like a relationship with the first one. Like the first time I read it, I only gave it like 2.5 stars. And then I reread it and I liked it a little bit better, and I gave it 3.5 stars. Now I did start this at one time, as you can see from the tabs. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry it's gonna be loud. But anyways, as you can see, I did start it because of the tabs, but I'm restarting it, because I don't remember half of what went down the last time I tried to read this. But I was all the way I was almost halfway done with, or about halfway done with the book last time, because I was right up to 178 last time, so I was all the way here last time. But right now I'm on page 16. So nothing's really happened yet. I do have another book that I started reading last night, but it's in my book room, and I'm also still reading Salem's Lot by Stephen King, which I'm doing a reading vlog for, just for that book, so you guys will see that. Golden in Death is the other one that I'm reading, and that one's just, that and the Salem's Lot's just, me. Just books that I want to read specifically, for the month, not because, because of a readathon. Even though this is one of the series that I do want to finish up, so I'm hoping during the sequelathon, it lasts 11 days, I'm hoping that if nothing else, I at least get done with The Wicked King and the Queen of Nothing, I think is what the third one's called. And then I can decide if I'm going to keep them or get rid of them. Of course, they're going to be written in, so I don't know if anybody would want, anybody would want them when I'm done with them if I don't like it. If I like it, I'm going to keep it on my shelf, if I wind up liking book 2 and 3. But if all of it winds up being like a 3.5 stars or lower than that, then I'm probably going to get rid of the whole series. But just know that they will be written in if anybody asks for them. They're going to be written in, and they're going to be tabbed. So, sorry, you guys. I'm sorry it's so noisy. later on when Rob wakes up, I'll go into the bedroom and then it won't be so bad. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will update you guys when I've actually got more into the book, or if I start reading more in Golden in Death. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. Good evening, everybody. It is still Sunday. It is like something after 6. I don't know, 6:15, 6:30, I don't know. So, I read a little bit more in my J.D. Robb book, which is called Golden in Death. Currently on page 70. Of course, it's as good as always. I think my favorite thing in this book is Rorik and Eve's relationship. Like, wow. Like, if you've read this book, like, from the way Eve was when her and Rorik first met until now in the 50th book. This is the 50th book. It's a special edition. Actually, this was just for my regular TBR, but it would also work for the series, because after I read this one, I'll be caught up with the series again, because this is the 50th book. So yeah. So technically, I could use this for Sequelathon. But anyways, before I got distracted about mentioning that, yeah, I just love, like, how far she came. Like, before she met Rorik, she just was so different. Like, she didn't want to make friends, you know, like, she wouldn't go out of the way to make friends and everything. She had a friend. She has Mavis, who is her best friend, but other than that, she really didn't, you know, just friends that were, like, just regular, you know what I mean, like cop friends she has, of course, like Feeny, which I haven't, yeah, Feeny. But yeah, for the most part, she was just by herself, and she didn't, like, didn't show her emotions like she does now, like shares them. Like, she used to be so scared of so many things, and she's, like, gotten so far in her life. Like, I'm just so proud. I just act like I'm her mommy or something. Like, I'm so proud of her. But yes, I mean, I've been with this book forever, because I think I already told you guys the story in it before, but my sister Carolyn, she bought the first 2 books because she wanted to read them. She thought she would like them. And she did not like them at all. So she was like, hey, do you want to try them? And usually, I used to never read books that were in first person. I think that's what it's called, right? I'm pretty sure that's what this type is called, first person. But anyways, until Carolyn, when she handed these to me, I was like, they sound kind of interesting. And that was it. That was the history with this book. So, yes. Like, I just love this series so much. So much. And this one is interesting because this guy that was killed, like, everybody seemed to love him. Like, the last book that I read, it was a guy that was, I think he was, like, a killer or something like that. Like, she was going around killing, like, people that were, like, serial killers or serial rapists or something, I think. I can't remember. But anyways, in this one, the guy is well loved and everything. He's a pediatric doctor. He has a husband. They've been married for, I think, they were married for 40 years or around 40 years. 40 years. Like I said, everybody seems to love him. But it seemed like it was targeted. Like, they targeted him for some reason. It was like some kind of drug. I forget what they said. Let me see, because they just said it's called a sulfur troxidine or something like that. And it's mixed with sarin or however you say that word. It's S-A-R-I-N. I forget how you pronounce that word. Anyways, it could, like, kill a whole bunch of people, but for some reason, it was just targeted just for one person. Like, one dose, and that's it. Once that person got it, then nobody else would be, affected. But he could have used it, or she, whoever the case may be. I don't know if it's a guy or girl that's doing it. But anyways, whoever's doing it, they could have killed, like, a room full of people, but for some reason, it's just this person. So, yeah. So far. I know there's going to be at least one more person that dies because, you know, if you read the thing, it tells you. But, yeah. So, I'm really liking it because, like I said, I just love Warwick and Eve so much. Like, I got some, like, already some stuff here that Eve does, that they do, that I just put, like, a little thing on. She talk about, let me see. He went to, like, hug her before she left, and she was like, that feels like worrying. Don't start the day with worrying about me. And he says, it's not. You'll take care of my cop. It's grabbing onto what matters and to the moment. He tipped her face up, kissed her, then once again, until tonight. I put down. These two are just so freaking awesome and amazing together. And then then of course he wouldn't be Warwick without patting her on her butt as she's going out. That's Warwick for you. And there's here she can show him what she couldn't always find words for, that her love was boundless, furious, blazing through her, so fierce she would always fight to hold him. She's talking about, you know, him and her having sex, of course. I just love these two so much. Like, oh my god, they're like so cute. And then they're talking about pizza in this part, and talking about putting some kind of putting veggies on pizza. And it said, she said, you'd ruin a perfectly good pizza? He's talking about how you could put veggies on pizza. That was cute. I love that part. But yeah, this couple, I just love them so much. So I could talk about just how much I love Warwick and Eve as a couple all day and night, because oh my gosh, they're just so cute. Okay, but anyways, so I read a little bit more in that, and I read a little bit more in The Wicked King. Still don't know what I feel about this yet. I'm not that far in, and I don't remember, like, I think I was liking it the first time I read it, but I don't know. I still am not sure what I'm feeling about it. I'm on page 40 in it. I wanted to get further, but I don't know if I'm going to get any more reading done tonight. American Idol comes on at 7, so I'm debating on if I'm going to watch it or not. I probably will. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, and then, what have you guys been watching lately? Anything interesting? I watched, is it a graphic novel or something that it's made off of? But Lock and Key on Netflix. I watched the first, like, 1 episode, I think, and started the second one, but haven't finished it yet. Enjoying that. Seems interesting, but creepy so far. And I also watched the first episode of Love is Blind on Netflix, which is about, like, they're in, like, a cube or something like that. Like a little thing, like, where, like, a little room. It's like a little glass thing. And they, like, go into these little tubes, or I forgot what they call them. But anyways, and that they only can talk to one another. They can't see each other unless they get engaged. And then they're supposed to get married at the end of the wrap up, you know, end of the season. I think there's like 10 or 12 episodes. So yeah, and you're gonna find out like who gets engaged, who actually goes through with the marriage and everything like that. So yeah, I watched the first one, like I said, and started the second one. And I think I read watched the first 2 episodes of the Lock and Key, and started the third one. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. I will update you guys later if I read anything. Otherwise, I will update you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Good evening, everybody. I know, what is that, right? You're probably saying, I don't know. That's just what happened to my hand. But I read some more. I am now on page 150. So I'm almost halfway done. Not quite. There's 380 something pages, like 85 or 87, something like that. But I'm getting close to being halfway done. Now remember, with all my vlogging, usually have some spoilery thoughts. I won't go like in who the killer is or anything like that. I'm not there that yet anyways, but you know what I mean. But I'll talk a little bit about like the people that died and what is going on with that kind of thing. So far we have 2 different people that have died. We have the one guy, I don't remember his name, but he's a pediatrician. And then we have this one lady that just died, and she like just helps out in the bookstore, which would be an awesome job to have. But anyways, with her mom, and they do like a book club and stuff. So far, those are the 2 that died. And what else can I tell you that's not too spoilery? Because I don't want to like do big spoilers. I think that's all I really can tell you guys. The only other thing I can tell you about is that both of these people were well loved. The doctor, the pediatrician, was really well loved. And I can tell you that people that are friends of Eve's in here, like some way, or know the 2 that were victims so far. I'm not gonna tell you like who the characters are, but they're regular characters in this, side characters in the book. Yeah. And what else? I don't know if I should tell you why they think they're connected. I'm not going to tell you why they think they're connected, because that might be a big spoiler. So I'm not going to tell you that. That's all I'm going to really tell you. It's spoilery, but it's not too spoilery, because you don't know, like, you know, like who the characters are, that the side characters are, and I didn't tell you what I was going to say, but decided not to, which is, you know, why they think so far, why they think, what they think might be happening, or why they were targeted. But it's very interesting, like always. I just love this series so much. Like, I think my favorite thing about here, I do love the cases, don't get me wrong, but I just love the friendships. You guys know me, like I tell you guys, I love books where I really love the characters, you know, where I really can root for the characters, and I just love this so much. The characters, dynamics in here. I love Peabody. I love Dennis Myra, and Mrs. Myra, or I don't know what you call her. I just say Mrs. Myra all the time. But Dr. Myra is really what she is. I love Charles. I'm not going to tell you who that is, but there's just so many like fantastic people in here. Nadine, Trueheart, Baxter. There's just so many like friendships in here I love. Like, because the pink, like I said, the pink ain't just for like sexy time and romance time, but it's for the friendships. I mean, oh my gosh. I have a couple orange in here, which is stuff I just really enjoy, or stuff that makes me laugh. Yeah. I have some green. Some of the green is for, you know, like stuff that, I mean, like sayings I like, and some of the stuff is things that I agree with, like things that they say that like, that I'm like, I agree. Yeah. Or something that hits me a certain way that when they talk about it. Like, let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find a green that I use just because I what you call it, with it. I, you know, resonated with it, or just thought it was like right on or something like that. I'm trying to see if I can find one. This one is more for what they said than the quote. I just thought it was, I just agreed with it. It says, they were giving him food, this one guy, and they were like, that's real bacon? Those are actual eggs? Food fit for gods. And then Peabody says to the person, God of the dead. So I just thought that was good. That was a good one. But it wasn't really that I thought the quote was fantastic or anything. I just liked what they said there. Let me see if there was another one. But yeah, that was one of the ones that I just used for that. And I agree with this one. Isn't it only blood, just DNA? It isn't just blood, just DNA that separates good friends, true friends from family. Oh, isn't it only blood, just DNA that separates good, true friends from family? Because the person that I'm not going to say who it is, but one of Eve's, that surrounds Eve and Rorik, that was friends with the guy that died. This person wanted to go to the person that's still alive, the husband of the one that's still alive. And, but this person didn't want to, disrupt the person because, his family was with them and stuff. And that's why they were talking about the DNA. And I just thought that was spot on. But yeah. I just wanted to give you an update. I haven't read any more in The Wicked King because this one just has my attention right now. I don't know. I'm probably going to read a little bit more, but I'm not positive because I want to go and find me a little something to snack on, watch a couple YouTube videos, and then I might just pass out. But I should be done with this before we go to the mall and stuff on Tuesday. So if nothing else, I'll at least have one book done for Sequel-a-thon, because like I said, this will get me caught up with this series, because this is like I don't know when this series is ever going to end. But right now, it's an ongoing series, and I'll be caught up, like I said, once I finish this one. So that one will be caught. This would definitely work for a series that you want to get caught up on, even though I didn't even think about it when I did my TBR for Sequel-a-thon. So yeah. So this will definitely work for Sequel-a-thon. So if nothing else, I will at least have one book read for Sequel-a-thon. Because this book, I'll be done with by, like I said, tomorrow or or Tuesday morning. Depending on how much I get to read tomorrow. But yeah, it's just so good. Like, I just love this book. And just to be clear, there's 387 pages. And oh my gosh, the one in September, I forget what it's called. But it's going to be where they want, revenge on Rorik for some reason, which is Eve's husband, in case you didn't know. And, oh my gosh, there are some scary Rorik times in books, like where he gets mad at certain people that try to hurt his, Eve or his other friends, and he gets all crazed. He gets scary. So we should be getting that in the next book, but I'm so nervous because, he wants revenge on Rorik, and by getting revenge on Rorik, he's going to be going after people, you know what I mean? So, or she, I don't know if it's a guy, I'm just saying he, but it might be a girl. It doesn't say, if it's a guy or girl yet. It just says that someone that had problems with Rorik in the past is out for revenge or something like that. So, yeah. That next book, oh my gosh, when it comes out in September, I definitely want it. But I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. I just want to give you an update, and then this part, and then I'll start a new video later today, or a new vlog later today. when I've read more, but I don't want this to be super long, and it's already like almost 30 minutes. So, but I have read more in my Golden in Death. I took the cover off because it was driving me insane. It kept sliding. But I should be done with this today. I think I'm just going to concentrate on this one. I'm on 245. And oh my gosh, it is so good, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I tell you, I just love the friendship in here so much. And I will just say, what you call it, don't go off too much, Peabody. You know, Delilah, that's Eve's partner. Oh my gosh, she don't go off too much, but she just went off on this girl, this lady, because she was talking about her and her family. She said, it's one thing if you talk about me, but you don't go talking about my family. But that ain't what she said to the lady. She was really going off on the lady. And the lady said she's going to, like, report them to the, report her to her commander. And this is what Eve says. She says, because Peabody is now that she settled down, she's worried because, you know, because of the commander. And then Eve says to her, once we're finished here, we'll complete the report on the shuttle home, sent to Whitney, so he can in turn notify the board of trustee. That headmaster Gange is a possible suspect in our investigation, was not cooperating, and we have evidence that during her tenure at Gold, she engaged in sexual congress on school grounds with a subordinate. We have evidence she routinely engaged in sexual activities outside her marriage and so on. And Peabody's like, we're going to do that? And she said, oh, yeah, we are. We're going to hit her board with statements on bullying, cheating, sex, the works. And then the Peabody says, I'm starting to feel better. And then I underlined in pink because like the rose, I think it's a rose color. Because that stuff that I like, you know, that I'm like, yes, you know, whatever. My favorite parts, in other words. And then I put a green here for, you know, it's like, green is, like I said, is for like favorite quotes or things I reasoned with and stuff like that. But this is for the quote. It says, good, get it started. And then Eve said, that ain't the part that she said, but this is the part that the quote that I like. She said, because I intend to kick her ass with the boot she's not worthy to wipe. So, and Warwick gave Eve another jacket. That's her husband, in case you didn't know. He gave her another cool jacket because he's always given her these neat things, and to protect her and stuff like that. And oh my gosh, I just love this book. I think I'm liking like the parts with the friends and stuff better than the actual case. Don't get me wrong, I like the case, but it's always so much interesting when you know, the characters are not all real sweet and stuff. You know what I mean? Like when the victim, or yeah, I kind of like it when they're kind of like in between. They might not like be super bad, but they're not as quickie. What's that called? Clean, squeaky clean, squeaky clean. Yeah. I like that kind of stuff, but yeah, it don't seem like the guy and the girl that were killed like did anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody should be killed. You know, no matter how bad they are, they shouldn't be killed. But you know what I mean? Like this one is like they're both so well loved and stuff in this book. The two that died. So, but it's a really, really good book. Like the friendships in here is really coming out. I love like the romance with Warwick and Eve. And I'm not a huge romance person, but I love when they like, you know, when they're together and they're talking and stuff. And usually you guys know I'm not like big on like sex scenes and things in books, but like I like when they engage and stuff like that. I think a lot of the things with me with sex scenes is a lot of these ones that are having sex are so young, and it feels like it just feels weird, like reading about somebody that's like maybe that's just a little bit older than my son and about the same age as Robin and stuff like that. So anyways, we're totally getting off the subject, but yeah. So I'm going to wrap this one up, and later today I will update you with a new vlog. I don't know if every day is going to be like just one day and then update in the morning. Depends on how much reading I get done and how much footage there is. But yeah, that is it for Sunday and the beginning of Monday. I'll talk to you guys all later. Lori out.